If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Would it be a place where you need a map to find your nearest neighbor? Or would it be the perfect place to find your crowd? Would it be a place that has 4 seasons? Or the kind of place where sandals are in style all year long? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. And the best place to get started is at coldwellbanker.com, where we've built the ultimate real estate website. Here, you can get an instant estimate on your home, explore listings across America, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it's really never been more true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At coldwellbanker.com.
Where would you want to see your work? Like, you know, everybody don't want to be famous. I sure don't. You know what I mean? Where does that height go for you?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I want to be as famous as it makes me, 1, financially successful, and 2, culturally impactful. Okay? I don't want to be famous per se and not have money.
I like that.
You understand what I'm saying? I do this as a business. I'm a registered like artist with a publishing company and all of that. You understand? I want what I do to make some money. Yeah, it could have a good message, and yeah, my message is authentic as hell. Because you say I'm a good storyteller, yes, because there was actually a real Buick.
It was rusted.
A real rusted white Buick.
And it didn't move.
Sat there for 3 months, and it made me go nuts.
And it was 50 some inches from your door.
No, 5,200 feet.
5,200 feet.
Yeah, and it made me go nuts. You heard me?
I wrote them 2 things down, bro. Financially successful.
Right.
Culturally
impactful. Right.
I love that.
You know
what does financial success look like to you? I love this question, you know, because I'm a very frugal person.
Yeah.
And finding deals excites me. So,
hey, I'm there too, bro.
So when people are like, oh, when they say, well, the more money you make, the more you spend.
Man.
And I'm like,
give me the opportunity.
There's no way I'm buying $1,000 jeans. I'm not buying $1,000 jeans.
I'm gonna say this, right? And this, maybe the youth might not like this. I believe people can buy what they want, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I buy $1,000 jeans, you know what I'm saying? I like a lot of Ralph Lauren, you know what I'm saying? But his jeans aren't $1,000.
No.
But I would get a purple label suit.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the money, I'd definitely get a purple label suit over Burlington.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd get a black label suit over Burlington if I had the money.
Yeah.
So financial success to me is being able to have enough finances for generational wealth, for comfort, where life is at ease to me. I will deal with every problem that money brings. You understand what I'm saying? Every problem that money brings, I will deal with it. That's financially successful.
I like that. Because I'm not there yet. Mm-hmm. I'm not there yet. But I want to be financially successful too.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sorry, it's real.
Yeah, no doubt. And there is no number. That's the thing. I mean, I was hoping to, waiting to see if you're going to say a number. There is no number on financially successful.
Right. There is no number.
Right. But there are conditions that we need to meet to get there. Culturally impactful.
Impactful.
How do you
define that?
How do you? Yeah.
You can see it. I have a saying that I say a lot. And I say it a lot because, one, I feel it for real. And two, it's very relatable. I say, spirits recognize what man refuses to. Spirits acknowledge what man refuses to. And that means that sometimes a person won't give you your credit, but you can see your imprint out in the world in various things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's culturally impactful, whether a person give you your credit or not. You can see the spiritual, you can see it like, yo, like.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that sometimes, you know, with social media, you have algorithms, right? But you have this thing called impressions too. And impressions is kind of a faulty statistic, but it kind of can let you know that, hey, listen, these people ain't following you, but like, there's people clicking on your stuff, or they're scrolling and seeing this thing. Spirits will always acknowledge what man refuses to, and a person can't hide that. Like, it'll pop up. What you do will pop up on a billboard or pop up in an ad campaign or something.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
Yeah. I've had people say, "Oh, that poem reminds me of this person. This person did a poem just like that. You heard that one?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Nah, when that came out?"
Right. Because it's your own make, it's your own life.
Because I think I could have been first.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there is no way, you know, like, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. You know, like, so is your idea the first, or have you been influenced, or have you influenced the next idea, or you know what I mean? And I mean, I believe in energy, you know, so I feel like the purpose is to put out righteousness, you know what I mean, and it reverberates. It comes back, it ripples, you know what I mean?
Blessings.
I try, you know. I know I'm not perfect.
I'm not either.
I know I'm not perfect. But I try to use the art because I learned, when I learned that this gift was a gift,
yeah,
I thought, man, how could I use this gift to be culturally impactful? Because otherwise, other people would be able to do it. Everybody would be able to do it.
Well, here's the caveat to that too. And this is my opinion on it. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it, but are you willing to put in the work to do it?
Ooh.
Are you willing to practice? Like, you know how much time that poem I just did? You know how much time I practiced that poem?
Yeah, I know.
Probably 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, like, everyone can do it if they put in the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these artists that just are popping up out the blue, they're not just popping up out the blue.
No.
They put in work. Even the Island Boys, like, you think they just popped up out the blue? You can go and look up the Island Boys and you will see at least 30, 40, 50 videos with them rapping. You'll see a bunch of lives with them. They've been training themselves for celebrity ever since they probably got out of jail. No one just pops up. People work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everyone can do it, but, and then here's the thing, you can do it and still not be like as popping as you should be. Because the game is the game and the game is money.
There are sacrifices that you might have to make, and I ain't talking about no Illuminati type, you know what
No. I got you.
Like, people be, you know, but the sacrifice that you would have to make sometimes it's too great, you know, and I refuse to make some of them sacrifices. You know, I've been on TV, you know. That's why I think I feel more comfortable on this side of the camera nowadays. But I've been on TV before, and I just did not like people walking up to me and saying, "Hey, that's him. You see him?"
Yeah.
They're like, nah, I never really liked that. Never ever, you know. And I'm cool. I'm glad that the archives don't go that far back, bro. So some of that stuff they cannot find. So you will not find me in a Huggies diaper.
Yeah.
You will not find me in a Crest commercial.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Remember, this is Miami too. In Miami, they don't care about celebrities so much.
In Miami?
Yeah.
In
some part.
I want to say in you know, I'm from because I'm from here. I know.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it the South Florida because you know.
Yeah.
I think in South Florida you can become your own celebrity, like without being famous.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
People knew. Oh, who you talking about? So and so from this block.
Yeah.
And they knew, or you know what I mean,
yeah,
or so and so from the Bean, so and so from the Scotch.
Yeah.
You know.
True. That's true. You can become a celebrity from Alive too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what you know, my kids are real little, you know. I don't know how I'm gonna do once they start to like, oh, we want to be on social media, and you know what I mean. I post little videos of them.
Mm-hmm.
They get views. But what I notice is the algorithm giving me a whole bunch of views, right? But what I'm not gonna do is just post my kids for the views.
Fact. I feel that.
You know,
that's like, dangerous. That's dangerous.
You know, because like some of these like celebrities do it. You know, and there's like a whole bunch of videos, and I'm like, you know, my son. Oh my gosh, this boy. Before he eat a banana, we got to talk on the banana phone.
Yeah.
So he's like, hello.
Yeah.
Nah, and he was bye bye.
Yeah.
And then he's ready to eat it.
Yeah.
And he's like, here, open this thing up for me.
Yeah.
When I posted that video, man, boy, I think got about 6,000 views just off the real quick, you know. And I'm like, ooh, I could run with this, but I'm not about.
But it's dangerous.
I'm not about to do that. Nah. So I balance, you know, some of my family life with, you know, some of the creative stuff because it's all encompassing. You know what I mean? Maybe one day one of my kids would be like, "Oh, I wanna do what you do, Daddy." I'd be like, "You sure? There's some sacrifices that you're gonna have to make. Like this ain't, you know." I used to be a lot more disciplined. Like, do you have discipline in your writing? Like, it's Saturday night, I'm about to put in 2 hours, or you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, I used to have that kind of discipline. Do you do that now?
Yes and no. Sometimes I set time to write. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes you can find my writing on a napkin. Sometimes it will be somewhere else. Yeah. I do and I don't.
Okay. Because I mean, I'll churn on ideas. I'll just put it in there, knowing that all right, I want to do something with this.
Yeah.
And just let it sit in there, sit in my head, rolling around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then boom, once I sit down, I'll go ahead.
You're ready to flesh it out, and
And I've been finding myself freestyling more. So I'll go line for line on a voice record. Just, you know, open up the speech to text and just line for line, here a line, there a line, go do the dishes, throw another line on there, and then I gotta complete work like later. I'm just like, that's my new thing now. It's more of a streaming conscious kind of
a train of thought.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. But then I'm also trying to keep it cohesive, thinking about the previous lines that came from before. So I just keep the idea in the head.
My brain hates freestyling. It can no longer freestyle.
Wait, you stop exercising that part of it, or
no? It hates. My brain hates it.
Okay.
It hates. Like when you're younger, freestyle is great, but I think my brain got to a point where it wants to write, and it wants to work through the writing process and write and flow and this and that. It doesn't want to freestyle off the top of their head. It wants to write. So my brain hates freestyling. If I try to freestyle, 2-3 lines. But if you let me write something, I will write something in a box with no windows, no phone, no Wi-Fi. I will write pages in a box.
Oh. Okay.
With nothing.
Yeah.
But freestyling, no, my brain hates it.
Yeah. There's some good stories, bro.
I thank you again for the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting me tell my story and my truth and all that, you feel me?
Hey, man, we all connected, you know? We all, us who share this gift, it's like nobody can understand, you know? Like when I was sitting and watching the Lil Wayne interview, he was like, y'all might not be able to understand this, but I get migraines when I try to stop making rhymes in my head, when I try to stop it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you stop it? Why would you stop it?
Because the reason why I think is that for him to stop, not creatively, but it allows him to rest until he realizes he can't rest because he's a creative.
And see, and I've heard that before. Like, you know, Rick Ross saying like he you know, they don't sleep. They, you know, sleep when you're dead. That whole thing. It's like, yo, you're gonna die. You're actually gonna die if you don't sleep, right? But I understand last night, bro, I was up for I laid in the bed for like a good hour and something before I went to sleep because I had ideas in my head. And I didn't want to all right, get out of bed and just start jotting them down. So I let them sit there, but they rolled around and disturbed me to where it was like, you're not gonna sleep. Yeah. You need this light bulb will not go off. Yeah. Right?
You gotta write it down.
You gotta write it down.
Yeah.
So I understand that, you know, I can't stop. I can't stop.
Yeah.
But we have to balance.
I'm gonna keep it real. I've never been a sleeper. As a kid, as a young adult, you heard my poem too. I've never been a sleeper. You know what I'm saying? I've never been. Lately, I have been getting a little more sleep, but I've never been asleep. And I wrote another poem. I'll literally be up reading about Marvel, bro. 3 in the morning, reading about Marvel. And I'm like, well, am I up here reading about Doctor Strange's Minotaur? Why am I doing this to myself, bro? I read the history of Doctor Strange's Minotaur at 3 in the morning, know I gotta wake up at 7. Oh. Yeah, I've never been a sleeper though, man. But,
so do you feel like there's new hope for the South as far as for South Florida, not the South, because this is totally different from the rest of the down South area. Because I'm waiting for new artists, like you did mention, a young woman artist. Tierra Trinice. Yeah. Anybody else you could put me on?
Man, there's a lot, man.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot. You can just start with I'm gonna give you some starters like Major 9 and Mirror Monk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of some others. Kiddo Marv. There's a lot of them. You got the battle rap sector. You got Don Marino, Guy Illuminati. There's a lot of artists here. I'm trying to think of more. 12 Len, R&B.
Oh, I like him.
You like 12 Len?
Yes.
Yeah, he's fire, bro.
I like him.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Bang that sugar. Bang that sugar.
Yeah. He had a song called Thank the Gang, right?
Yeah.
I was there when he first performed, the first time him performing that song, Thank the Gang, bro. And I was there and saw him perform. That song is so amazing to me, bro. Like, he's such a creative. Him and Denzel Curry,
Mm-hmm.
they're so creative. There's a lot of rappers. Like I said, there's Kodak Black, of course, but he's famous. There's a lot of rappers out here, man. There's a lot of poets out here. There's a lot of art. There's no... When you say new hope, I feel like that's a misnomer. Because there's a whole bunch of different artists. You just have to...
Keep your ear to the street.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there's artists for everyone. Like, Tierra Trinice, I'm like, I don't want to say I'm like, yeah, I admire her work. She's very positive. Lots of positive music. You feel me? Major 9, like I say, very positive. You know what I'm saying? He used to play for the Hurricanes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But he's fire, and he did a lot of work with a lot of artists. Yeah, bro, like, there's not a new hope, because there's always artists, bro. There's always artists performing and doing things. I wish I could remember more, but my brain is shot.
No, you gave me enough to start a playlist.
Yeah, yeah. and hopefully the algorithms help you find what you need to. But yeah, there's a lot. There's no new hope. There's art here.
Yeah.
There's art here. There's always art here. There's always rappers here. There's always, you know what I'm saying? There's always vibes here, man. There's no need for new hope. It's here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the energy, is still very transient. You know, this is a very touristy kind of place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who's from here? Who is just trying to ride the wave? Or, you know what I mean? So that's why for me,
But a wave rider eventually always gets knocked off. You can't surf forever. The wave slows down. There's no more momentum. The surfboard tips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never surfed before, but that's just...
No, that was a dope analogy.
That's my
Yeah.
analysis.
No, that's right on point. Right on point.
So it's not about. It's just about what you're about, what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You have like the rappers from New York, Griselda, like they do boom bap, or their music was started with a boom bap style, and a lot of their demographic is boom bap. So when they come to Miami, a lot of people go to the shows are boom bap. So if you do boom bap, there is a demographic for you. There's a demographic for a noble degenerate such as myself. You feel what I'm saying? There's a demographic for a positive, you know what I'm saying, artist who speaks Miami history like you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you call me that?
Yeah, bruh. That poem you did when you talked about the purses in the backyard, like, what? That's Miami to the top.
Because people ask me sometimes, hey, what you wrote, is that real? And I'm like, yes. I was like, I can still see it. You know what I mean? It's real. It's in my head. It's real. You know what I mean? But I just sometimes it's crazy when people question your reality as an artist.
But you have to remember, reality is kind of a spectrum in the way that some people view image as the realer reality than the authenticity. You know what I'm saying? So for example, you could be living in some place. You could be living in Brickell, and you could have hella real stories. You know what I'm saying? You could be just, no offense to anyone, but you could be just a dark-skinned person, and a person that, okay, he's tough. Anything he says, okay, he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So reality is a spectrum. It's what our eyes want to believe. It's what, you know what I'm saying? That's how
because if you believe it, it is your reality, right? And the brain has a way of filling in gaps.
Yeah.
To be like, when you blink your eye real quick, did you just see? And you're like, well, it was a black man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
He robbed them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The brain just filled it in because we're already brainwashed.
The social butterfly is the alcoholic, depending on the eye.
And is that a quote? Who's
That's a me.
That's it.
It's a me, Brianism, or realproperlike, whatever. Same person.
Hit me with that one again.
The social butterfly is an alcoholic, depending on who's watching or who's looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So people are always going to hear your work and know it's authentic.
They should. If they don't believe it, that's their business. See, I never cared about what people believe or don't believe. All I can do is speak it, and if they don't vibe it, then it's what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, the life of the party is the alcoholic, depending on who looks at it.
You got one more piece you wanted to speak
Sure.
before we get out of here?
All right. She sends me heart emojis, but in lavender. Talk that chakra talk. I ain't an amateur. I make it easy for you. Chart me like a natal chart or a moon calendar, 1,000-eye emoji reply after you. No hurt damager. Your soft hands rub the stubble of my face. I'm a wolf at the moon. I turn the savage up. Summer in Florida, sweet what I wanna breathe. From the mango skin down to the mango seed. She said, don't play with me. I said, we ain't no PS5. We beyond the chatting, over the Wi-Fi. Her look, her body, her energy is wildfire. Lavender oil in her hair and on her neck. The gleam of her arms and her chest. Yes, bumping lo-fi out the speakers yet. Bumping lo-fi, loud frequency. Her eyes is windows to the soul. The heels of her feet in my lap. Acrylic lavender on her toes. Crown of lavender. She knows we be good together. Crown of lavender. We know we be good together. Crown of lavender. She sprinkled lavender oil on my pillows. She made me change the way I meditate proper. She's a stylist with the origami. Now the OG is dressed like an apostle. A Grammy stuffed in a raw Oscar. Kissing on the mistletoe. She needs an award. My baby, my angel, my goddess, I hold out my heart to her. Like how the Emmy is holding out the Globe. Lavender forever, my lady. Oh, it's like a dream.